city is really a great place for a walk. You can just go miles and miles and miles. So what my plan was just to come 4 or 5 blocks out, make a big 5-block circle, maybe cut back toward the center of the city of Lancaster. And I definitely think there's pros and cons to living in the city. Pros are you're close to everything. And if you would like to walk, you can certainly do that. Of course, in the city we have the noises. It's kind of odd not to go through here and not hear some big subwoofer going off, which is fine. Gentleman up here blowing leaves, which is something you have to do, but it's just part of living in the city. There's a pretty nice inner city park up here. There are several really nice parks in the Lancaster city area. And this one up here is a nice park, but it's a rather smaller park. Beautiful old trees and old buildings around. Unfortunately, a lot of the old trees died or were cut down, but as you can see, there are still a few here. This is the Lancaster Museum of Art. Take a little walk here through Musser Park. You okay being on video? I got you. Really nice little park, actually, especially in the fall. Great park. And one of the older parks. Beautiful red maple tree. You guys okay being on video? I'm documenting a little here.
No thanks.
No thanks?
No thanks.
All right. A really nice example of an old tree up here. I don't know what kind of, I don't know if this is doesn't look like an oak tree. I don't know what it is. Really nice tree. y'all doing?
Good, good. How are you?
Good, good. Enjoying the day.
Yes.
Beautiful out.
What's that?
It's a camera.
What's that for?
It'll take pictures all the way around. There's 2 lenses on it, and it'll take pictures all the way around.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah,
Where are
I'm
these pictures going?
on my Facebook.
Oh,
I'm a YouTuber.
he's a YouTuber.
Yeah. How about you? What do you guys do?
I'm chilling. I used to be a Facebook and a YouTuber. Now I'm chilling.
Well, nothing wrong. The opposite. I'm a Christian. My power comes from somewhere else.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Yes. What's Star Rise about?
I always looked at it like God is the big light, and I'm the small light. So my light is a star, just a small star coming up. Figuratively, you know, not cosmology, but figuratively. I guess that's where it came from. I don't know, it kind of stuck. How about you? What was your name?
Infinitely yours.
Infinitely yours.
It was spiritual. It was meditative. All about the spirit. When social media came out, I was like, this is perfect, because you know Pennsylvania is all about trying to control you, control your mind, control your action. Social media came out and I could be myself. Oh yes, oh yes,
Yeah.
oh yes. I lived in York for 10 years and they hated that I got to it before they did. Too bad.
Uh-huh.
It's whatever, and this is why I'm able to be free today. This is why I'm able to be free, because of social media.
Well, that's good. I know, I'm pretty familiar with York. I go through there a good bit.
It's a terrible place.
So, yeah, I wouldn't want to live there in the city.
No.
But what kind of spirit thing are you talking about? Was it like New Age, or was it witchcraft?
I like oh God.
Good. I'm glad it's not witchcraft.
I like numerology.
Okay.
And I watch Pluto being just spiritual.
Yeah, I hear
Because
you.
life is a spiritual warfare. It's good and evil.
It is.
People don't see it for what it is. You know, I feel bad. The Lord just says, be in the world but not of it. We do not conform to these ways. I tried to wake people up,
That's great.
but I can't.
It's hard because there's people are, I hate to say it, but I think a lot of people, I'm not saying I know everything because I don't, but people are blinded, you know, people are just blinded. And you're right, what we see here is not what's really happening. You know, this is just the physical part of what's going on. And
That's right. That's right. I gotta give the credit to my mother, my father, and then God. I surrendered to God in 2014, and then I had a spiritual awakening in 2018, and I felt like a vigilante. I went around trying to save as many souls as I could, because He revealed Himself to me, and I said, He's real. He's real.
yeah,
And nobody. Because how can you have it all? Money, car, home, how can you have it all and still not be happy?
well, I know a lot of people like that. I wouldn't say a lot, but I know a few people like that have everything and money can buy, and they're not happy.
I'm more at peace, even though I need that material wealth back. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get it. But I'm at peace. I wasn't at peace. I'm at peace.
It's good. You can just sit here and chill, right?
And found out that God is love.
He is, absolutely. Now, when I say God, I mean Jesus, and that's where I'm coming from. But I'm not one of those, there's 10, 100 paths to get to the same place, you know, people, because Jesus said, I'm the only way.
Right. God is love and light. That's in the
Yeah.
book of John.
Yeah.
We are awake. I mean, I'm going to check out your channel.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much up there. I got a lot of hiking stuff, and
You like hiking?
I do like to hike. And this is the first time I've been in the city, to be honest with you. So I'm coming out of the park now. I'm going to try to cut down through an alleyway here and see if I can get to the center part of the city. So I'm hiking an alleyway here now. I'm hoping this is a shortcut. I don't come in here often enough to know where all the shortcuts are, but it kind of looks like we're headed kind of back to where we started from, or close. There's a nice view of the church steeple. I'm not sure which church it is there, but decent view of that. How you doing?
Nice. How are you?
Good. Blessed too. Amen. There's just so many nooks and crannies around here. Let me see. This kind of dead ends. I'm gonna head back through here. So I'm coming out along an older cemetery here. It looks like it's also a place for people to kind of take their lunch break. This guy over there reading a book. Probably a very old cemetery. I should go in and look at some of these stones just to see. So this is the First Presbyterian Church. I'm going to keep my voice down in the cemetery because we have people reading, but I will record some of these stones. A couple of graves here that I can't make out the dates on them. The dates are all worn off. He used a different kind of stone back then. Somebody died in 1846. Got over here. I can't read these either. Let's see if I can't figure this out. Seems like the ones that you can read are in the 1840s. The ones that you can't read are, well, you can't read them. $1800. There's a lot of history in Lancaster City. There's a 1790 tombstone. Yeah, so it seems to be either the early 1800s, and then before that the tombstones were made out of materials that were very difficult to read. There's one here, Reverend Thomas Barton, 1730 to 1780. 1776 is when the Constitution was signed. It's a 1791. Kind of scary, man. We're all going to be in there one day.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully not for a while.
Not for a while.
For a long time. St. James Episcopal Church that I'm right next to here. It's founded in 1744. Here's a beautiful old building across the street. And then down here, that's the Lancaster Courthouse, which is a pretty big complex. It takes up a full half block. Comes a siren. Yeah, fire truck. Another view of the courthouse. And something that truly makes me sad, as you can tell, that this church has caved to the modern thoughts. It's a real shame because this church was founded in 1736, and then they decided to endorse sin. It's a real shame. Have you ever seen those videos where you see a guy skiing, you know, and you can see everything all behind him? It looks like a circle.
Right.
That's what this is. It's a panoramic thing, but you can pick whichever view of it you want.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what's going on here. It looks like there's been some sort of a mishap. I'd say it's probably not a car accident. There's a Tonka truck. How about that? So this is the Central Market back in here, but I don't know if it's open today. Part of the Central Market.
And that day, Kristen has now been trained to be a police.
Yeah, this is a large bustling market when it's open, usually on Saturday. And I'm just going along the side of that market right now. Can't go in. A group of women there having some kind of a meeting. I didn't want to interrupt it. So, yeah. Saw some kind of work going on here. So now we're into Steinman Park. The Steinman family was a really big family in Lancaster, so they named the park after them. And it looks like the cafes and stuff, a lot of the things that are open on the weekend are closed today because it's Wednesday. Dedicated in memory of John Frederick Steinman and James Ale Steinman for the enjoyment of the people of Lancaster. Look at the sculpture here. high traffic area. I'm trying to keep from dying here. Let's see. Construction. Guess I'm not allowed to walk up through here. Kind of crazy. There's a lot of construction going on around here. Blazing J's. Fried chicken. And then over here we have a really nice looking place. See if anybody scratched or ticketed my Tesla up here. I hope not. Like it's still there. Back in my car, heading out. It was an interesting little walk. Not sure if you can see that. I'm trying to catch this through my car. There's a large cemetery over there, and there are many very large cemeteries around here. The one that I was in was an old, very old, small one, but there are quite a few of the larger ones around. Headed out of the city to the outskirts, and there is a nice park out here too. There's a really nice park that we could check out. We'll see. So there are lots of big fields, soccer fields, baseball fields, all kinds of stuff out here. And I think I turn into the side of the park, so I don't know if this will take me to the central part of the park or not. We're going to try. Nice little breeze. Temperatures reached up into the 70s F today. I wore my long sleeves thinking I would need them, but I don't know that I would have needed them. I might take them off. I'm only on like maybe 5% of the park. I don't know if the rest of these trails take us to the rest of the park. I don't know what that is. What is that? That's a skate park, isn't it? That's what that is. It's one of those skate parks. And here's a trail, it looks like. Yeah, here we go. Go up through here. Yeah, maybe I should buy a skateboard at my age. There goes a woodchuck. So they make a place where a lot of people live together, and then they make other places for people to come that don't want to be around other people, called parks. But then you don't see many people in the parks. So I don't know what that means. And I'm sure on the weekend, it would be a whole lot more active. You're in the woods, but you don't really feel like you're in the woods. It's just too well manicured. Because some of the trails I've done, and it's very nice though. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Beautiful day, huh?
Yeah. Can you tell me, does this take me around to the nice area if I keep going?
Nice area.
Well, like, is there another big area over
It
here?
is. So follow this all the way around and you'll hit Indian Rock. So you'll cross the road that takes you up here and it'll be a wide open space.
Gotcha. Thank you. I'm actually very glad that nobody else wants to be out here right now. Well, maybe a few people, but not. It's not like crowds of people around here. Wow. It's got its own ambiance. Okay, so I'm on the road that the guy mentioned, and I'm looking for the entry point to this trail that he was talking about, but maybe what he meant was just follow the road. Wait, what's this? That looks like an opening down there. Ah, yep, there it is. Man, I'll tell you what, if I lived in the city, I'd be here all the time. I don't know if this is just me or not, but whenever I see an overhang, I want to go around the front of it and see what's on the other side of it. I don't know why, and the trail doesn't want me to do that, but I'm going to do that anyway. I am off the trail. Oops. It's this huge, looks like a huge rock outcropping or a hill. I know I'm not the only one that did this. There's other people, but this is not a trail. I'm not sure why. Head on down to the water. You really do have to watch your step in here. I hear some voices, so we may have some fishermen down here. Yep, there's somebody coming. I'm going to stop the camera for now. That's what I heard. He's not talking to a person, he's talking to somebody on a phone. I don't know who he is. How you doing? It's a nice creek, but the way the sun is hitting it from here, it's hard to get a good shot of it. A really nice wide. This is the Conestoga Creek. I've actually inner tubed this creek. I rode this on an inner tube further down, not this far up. Down here around the city, you probably wouldn't want to drink the water. Hi. So there's some beautiful areas here, but they're kind of blocked out by the trees. Here's a nice little shot right here. I'll try to get up in close. See if I can't get in closer to this. Yeah, so there's the creek, and here's the, this water is much more still because it's not moving very fast. It's rather deep too. It looks like it's about, I would say you could swim in that almost. It's 4 feet deep. Right here I can see the bottom. Yeah. So I'm making my way up the maintenance road here alongside the creek. It sounds like that guy's dog's not very happy. I don't know if you can hear that. But... So the plan is to make a loop, go up this road, come back, and then kind of end up back where I started. Here comes somebody else. I don't know who this is. Kind of be rare if I did know who it was, you know. Oh, cool. Hi. I wasn't aware of this, but it looks like there's a covered bridge up here. Nice little surprise. Check this out. Here we are under the bridge. Nice bridge. What is this? It's really peaceful here. All right, so I have not been to this bridge on my motorcycle. It's called Kurtz's Mill Covered Bridge. I don't know if you can get a shot of that or not. There's a really steep trail here that looks like a lot of people took, so I'm headed up this. Comes a truck. It's going awfully slow. I like the rock work. And if you can see that rock work along the edge. Another view of the bridge. So it's a little dry right now. It's a pretty old bridge that I came to. And I think this is a caretaker house. It sure looks like it. They do have some Halloween decorations, which leads me to believe that they're there all the time. I'll head back up here to where I came from. Seems odd, there's almost no traffic on this road at all. And I know for a fact that we are close to the city. Could just be my lucky day. Wait, I hear tires. Maybe there's a car. There's some birdhouses that they put out. Comes a car. Truck rather. It was a big Ford SUV that came the other way. I did not video it. I waved, thinking they were police, but I'm not so sure they were. So, whoever they were, I waved at them anyway. I guess it doesn't much matter. So we should get good cell phone reception here. You can see that tower. Probably could pretty much bait me from here. Some of it looks like microwaves. There's also some cell phone. Gigahertz. What is it, 2.4 gigahertz? I don't remember. Whew. I definitely did not need a heavier shirt on today. You see that plant right there? See those dried up leaves? I don't know if that's rabbit tobacco for sure, but I think it might be. There's a whole bunch of it growing over there. We used to take those dried leaves and smoke them in newspaper when we were like 12 years old. Probably why I'm the way I am now. I am going to make a kind of a loop here and go up around the soccer field instead of going down in those trees, so it will be a bit of a circle. I'm sorry, this is a baseball field. There is a soccer field. This ain't it. I know I'm parked over here somewhere. Yeah, there I am. Okay. It's been a nice little journey, a mix of city and park in one day.